Hello, this is the Tradesight Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Tuesday, September 30th, 2014. Believe it or not, the end of the third quarter. We are 75% of the way through the year and entering holiday season. I can't believe this either, but all the Christmas stuff's already up at Costco and whatnot. Has been for a couple weeks. Unreal. Here's a look at the futures. Made a slightly lower low today on Monday than they were on Friday, but came back up a bit. We'll take a look at what that looked like intraday in a moment. But overall, we really didn't go anywhere. S&P lost 5, NDX lost 5. Here's a look at the NASDAQ side. Again, you can see it went down, then came back up. And so nothing overly positive or negative there. SOX was flat, gained a point, less than a point. The biotech index lost 3. So overall, not a lot of movement. NASDAQ volume closed out the session at 1.6 billion shares or so. And really what we're seeing here is the end of quarter window dressing. By the way, here's oil at 94.50. We said coming into the session this week on the weekend preview that we were going to have probably Monday and Tuesday not a lot of net gains or losses, as everything's already pegged to its end of quarter pricing that the funds want to see them at. And so what we got today was a gap down. The world markets, the global markets were down overnight, and so the U.S. stock market gap down. Here's a look at the ES. You can see the big gap. And we did start heading back up. And again, it's a pretty big gap, so you don't always know if something like that can fill on any given day. And this one didn't quite fill. It came close. The NASDAQ futures did fill. I'll show you those right now. Here's a look at those. They came up and filled within the first 90 minutes. And that was the exact high was the gap fill. Isn't that amazing? Shocking. However, that was about it. Keep in mind, we were going to be drawn back towards the pricing from Friday just because we are at the end of the quarter. And like I said, they don't want the prices to drift too far from where they are here. So Tuesday's probably going to be even less interesting. Today was only interesting in that first 90 minutes, and then everything got stuck waiting for the end of the session. We got glued to that VWAP for a while. We did push up one last time in the last hour to try to fill the gap on the ES. As you can see, we did not quite make it. So overall, pretty much exactly, besides the gap, which is unpredictable, pretty much exactly what you'd expect for an end of quarter period here, and that means tomorrow probably going to be about the same. Wouldn't be surprised if we closed within about 3 or 4 points either way on the ES, barring some major economic global news. We do have a couple of data points tomorrow. At 9 a.m. Eastern, we've got the Case-Shiller 20-City Index. At 9:45, which is 15 minutes into the market, we've got the Chicago PMI. That can be an important number. And then at 10 a.m., so 30 minutes in, we've got consumer confidence. But again, end of quarter, things could turn real quick on Wednesday. They're free to start moving money around again the minute those statements print. So Wednesday and Thursday could be some nice trading days. And Friday we do have a bunch of data, including the unemployment rate with non-farm payrolls and the trade balance number. So you might even get some action Friday morning, but it's hard to see how it's going to come Tuesday. We will, of course, be here looking to trade just in case. You never know what comes our way. We'll be watching volume and watching the futures, trying to get a feel for both market direction and whether or not we're going anywhere so you guys don't overtrade. Remember, the secret to trading, one of the many secrets, is to not overtrade. That's what we try to help people out with. When the market's not doing much, you shouldn't be either. And so we will be in the lab helping you out. Have a great trading session.